Well, here I am. I'm at a Rise Academy networking event, Rise Academy, run by the remarkable educator Rebecca Chambers, and we're having the opportunity to meet quite a few of the students and ex-students. And I'm here talking with
Mavis.
And Mavis, you just gave me a little bit of a background onto your life journey that brought you to this point, and it's been a bit different.
Yes, very much.
And well, in a word, how was the traditional system for you, Mavis?
Constricting, and honestly, if I could add another word to it, quite oppressive. I was
Unimpressive.
oppressive.
Oh,
I
okay.
would say I felt extremely isolated from my peers, but also rejected by a lot of my teachers. And not in the traditional sense, because I was never a bad student. It was more so the way I learned, the way I approached topics, and the way I wished to express myself was not necessarily well received by public mainstream education.
Which brought me to the question I posed inside. Question I asked to just about everybody I meet. So, if you had a magic wand, you're given a blank slate, and the opportunity to open your own learning culture, what would be some of the foundational, unshakable characteristics of that, Mavis?
Mine would definitely be, I think, starting with the environment. I believe our natural world's a very important factor to integrate in our daily lives, and not so much in the realm of climate change and global warming as a whole, but more so allowing people to really put their feet into the world and feel what it's like to sit around in nature, because this is what all our world is based upon. All our socializations, all our cultures, our events are based around nature. And I think by getting people back into more in touch with that, we can really have a more thriving, more thoughtful and productive society. One that actually values their peers and their neighbors, and actually wants to create innovation that is sustainable and not just sporadic or random.
Is that possible in conventional education system? People might say, well, that's a pipe dream because, you know, we've got so many constrictions. Well, you used the word yourself. So many constrictions. Is it possible?
I don't believe so. I think a big part of mainstream education is the environment itself, but not so much as a learning classroom, but more so an institution. The building itself is incredibly horrible to look at. It's all these stern, harsh colors and architectures around, and you're set up in a position that this is my superior, this is my authority. And when those moments are sort of dropped in a teacher's, let's say more, let's go outside for the day. It's a one-day event, and it's sort of presented like a gift, like a treat for being well, for doing good.
So, are you saying we need to then build that in somehow? Grow that to the...
I think in order to actually create changes to mainstream education, it has to be completely remodeled. I don't think we can necessarily work off what we currently have, which is not an easy answer to give. As much as I would love to say, yes, I want this projected and put into every system in the world, it's not realistic. For our current system that is basically, it's founded on control. It's a control agent necessarily. Like, it is to make people a certain way, design them to be a certain thing. And we see that with people being pushed into take STEM courses in university or STEM degrees in general. We devalue art, we devalue socialization, and we devalue community. And mainstream education is a central part of that. And it makes it seem as if there is no reward to being personable and there is no reward to have community, and all it is about is self-preservation. Am I the best in my class? Does my teacher like me? It feels more like a business world networking than a place to actually learn and find yourself and to grow.
You've given us a lot to think about. Thank you so much.
No problem, thank you.
Very much appreciated, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.